everybody, welcome back to E Cubed. Yesterday we had a tide-related phrasal verb, to tide someone over. Today another tide expression. The tide has turned against me, or for me. The tide has turned for me. For, against, both are possible. For is a positive situation. Against, obviously, that is a negative situation. The tide has turned against me. Oh no, that's not good news. The tide has turned for me. The tide has turned in my favor. So instead of for me, we could also say in my favor. And that is a good thing. Did I just burp? Burp. Yeah, I apologize. It happens. It's natural. Yeah. Anyway, so we got two great expressions. The tide has turned against. So now remember we talked about tide. The tide, this is the land. The tide goes out. The tide comes in. Well, the tide has turned for me. Something is in my favor. The tide has turned against me. Something is not good for me. So a good example would be at the office. So far for the past couple of years, my boss, Mr. Smith, he never liked me. For some reason, Mr. Smith never liked me. So for the last couple of years, work was miserable. But now, Mr. Smith is leaving, and Mrs. Jones is coming in, and Mrs. Jones loves me. She treats me like her son. The tide is turning for me. The tide is turning in my favor. Under Mrs. Jones, I will be very happy. I will work really hard. I'll probably get a pay raise. Life will be great. The tide is turning in my favor. The tide is turning for me. Good news. But then Mr. Jones comes back. Oh no, the tide is against me. Not good news. Okay? Let's check out a dialogue. Who's gonna get hockey gold? Sweden or Canada? What? Russia wins! Russia hasn't been good since they were the USSR. Dude, home team advantage. The tide has turned for the red machine. Right now, we are in the middle of the 2014 Sochi Winter Olympics. And in Russia, hockey is a very important sport. But over the past few years, Canada and Sweden have been the kings of hockey, and Russia just disappeared. Well, this year, Sochi is in Russia, so Russia has the home team advantage. Maybe Russia will be strong this year, and maybe they'll get the gold. Well, that's the hope, I know, for all of the Russians out there. Of course, I'm sure the Swedish people, the Canadians, the Czechs, Americans, all the other big hockey countries probably have a different plan. But it's true. If your team is hosting the Olympics or the World Cup or whatever, you have the home team advantage. You have a benefit. The tide has turned for you. The tide has turned in your favor. Things will probably be pretty good. So, therefore, I'm making my prediction. I believe that Russia will win the gold medal in hockey. Shaibu, Shaibu. That was Russian. And if I'm wrong, well, I'm wrong. I don't know anything about hockey. But once again, here it is, my prediction. 2014 gold medal, Sochi Winter Olympics for hockey, men's hockey, will go to Russia. It's my prediction. Because they have the home team advantage, therefore the tide is in their favor, and they will win. Okay? That's it. You guys have a great one. No more tide stuff. And tomorrow I'll have a fresh new today's expression for you. E cubed expression for you. I'm tired. Take care, you guys. Who's gonna get hockey gold? Sweden or Canada? What? Russia wins! Russia hasn't been good since they were the USSR. Dude! Home team advantage. The tide has turned for the red machine. Who's gonna get hockey gold? Sweden or Canada? What? Russia wins! Russia hasn't been good since they were the USSR. Dude! Home team advantage. The tide has turned for the red machine. Who's gonna get hockey gold? Sweden or Canada? What? Russia wins! Russia hasn't been good since they were the USSR. Dude! Home team advantage. The tide has turned for the red machine.